and then we can share it with anybody we want later. So welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm Angel Falk, the fitness angel, and I am so happy to be here and so thankful. Hey, Barbara, I'm glad you got here. We are going to be talking about our Shred 10 program, which is really a lifestyle. I mean, once you start, it just sets you up for a healthy lifestyle. Yay, Cheryl's here. Welcome. And she's in Illinois, and then Barbara's in Kentucky. So we're all over. I love that. No matter where you are, we can meet on Zoom. So awesome. So guys, most of you have been doing the shred, or at least taking our products for a while. So raise your hand if you know what Juice Plus is. Right? Okay, cool. And then if you're learning, and if you watch this later and you're learning what it is, please ask lots of questions to the person who shared this with you, because we want to help you as much as possible. Raise your hand if Juice Plus has changed your life. Okay, awesome. All right, well, what shred is, it's not about really getting shredded, because when you hear the word shred, you think, right, ripped muscles. If you work out and you're in the gym, you may think that right away, but it's really about shredding bad habits. And you want to get rid of the bad habits and add the good habits. So I found out about this program probably 3 or 4 years ago, maybe even longer, because I started Juice Plus in 2012 after my brain tumor surgery, and then the tumor grew back and I had radiation and it grew back, and then finally it stopped. And that's when I knew I needed to make some changes in my life, and a nurse shared Juice Plus with me. So I got started right away. Well, actually, she invited me to an event to hear a doctor talk, and that's when I said, yes, absolutely. So the power of events, just sharing and letting people hear from the experts is such a blessing. So that's how I got started. And then a few years ago, after starting Juice Plus, I started making other little healthy changes. It just kind of started, because once you get in the community, you learn more and you do more. And I'm going to mute that out. And let's see. Well, yeah. So that's how I got started. And then I learned about this whole program where you adapt a lot of healthy habits. And I'll just go through some of the healthy habits. And actually I'm going to screen share this great new video. Most of you have probably seen it, but if you haven't, it's such a treat. So let me get this and watch this really short video. It gives you a picture of what the Shred program looks like.
What stands between you and your transformation to a healthier, more well-rounded version of yourself? Our Shred 10 bundle is about kickstarting your healthy living journey, helping you build healthy habits into your routine for good. It starts with Shred 10, a nutrition and fitness plan that has shown proven results across our global community. Shred 10 helps you break ties with bad habits to make way for healthy and sustainable ones, like taking whole food and plant-based Juice Plus products. Our clinically proven fruit, vegetable, and berry blends capsules provide micronutrition from over 30 high-quality fruits and veggies that bridge the gaps in your healthy diet and benefit your skin and immune health while protecting your cells from oxidative stress, even helping to maintain healthy DNA. Combined with our vegan omega blend, you'll get extra vision and heart health benefits from a natural mix of plant oils rich in omega fatty acids 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. By using algae instead of fish oil, you get essential DHA and EPA from more eco-friendly sources. Our gluten-free, low-glycemic shakes are an easy and delicious source of plant-based macronutrition, like fiber and protein and other carbohydrates, so you can be confident that you're fueling and recovering with convenient nutrition. Take your health journey to the next level and join a community of people working toward the same goals with the Shred 10 bundle from Juice Plus.
I love that. Such a great video. And let me stop the share. All right. Isn't that a cute video? I think it gives a good picture. So some of the healthy habits, and Marina, I hope you can hear us. She messaged me she couldn't hear.
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah. All
Okay.
good. Thanks.
Perfect. All right. Well, the Shred program, it started out as a 30-day program by a biomedical engineer. And then she partnered with an Olympic athlete, and they made it a 10-day program. So it's a 10-day jump start to really a 4-month program, because we want you to do it for 4 months, if that makes sense, to get the maximum benefits. So in a 1-month period, for 10 days, you're going to be really strict. Really strict for 10 days. And then the other 20 days, I say you want to have like an 80% on, 20% off, because you're still going to want to have birthday cake with somebody eventually, right? Sometime in that month, you're going to have a birthday party, maybe a late night dinner, that sort of thing. But for 10 days, we go really strict, and I'm going to tell you what we do, okay? We take our Juice Plus. That's the easy part, just taking these capsules every day, because getting the nutrients in your body, it's going to give you energy. It's going to help improve your heart health. And it gets in your bloodstream right away. The research proves that, which I love. So we do that, and we drink 2 smoothies a day, and we use our complete protein powder. You saw in the video. It's got 15 superfoods. So all of this nutrition is going to fuel us, and you don't have to worry about the calories, which is great. Sometimes we tend to eat too many calories and not enough nutrients. So this kind of reverses that trend, and that's so good for you. We also have 1 good meal, or you can have 2 meals in 1 shake. That's up to you. We give you options. And the cool thing is too, we have recipes. Tons of recipes, and we share that. And then in our private group, I always give my 10-day meal plan. I like to plan ahead, and that's key to doing this right, to doing it well, is planning your meals. So I encourage y'all, if you do the shred, please write out what you're going to eat for the 10 days and put it in our private group, because the group likes to cheer each other on, and we always inspire each other. I've had people say, okay, thank you for sharing that. I'm going to eat exactly what you're eating. And it just makes it easy. And if you're a beginner, totally do whatever you like one of us are doing. You can do that, or you can make it your own. The only thing is, when you do your meal, we do have some guidelines. You want to be gluten-free, because gluten can cause inflammation. Even if you don't feel it and it's not showing up on the outside, it's been proven that it can damage you on the inside. And Marina, you may not even have gluten in your country. I mean, United States may be the only ones who add gluten to their food. But what it
No,
does,
we definitely do. We definitely do.
you do. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know, because I've had friends who go to Italy, and they're like, I thought I would gain all this weight because I'm eating all this bread and pasta. But they come back and they're like, I didn't gain anything. There's no gluten in it. So I guess they were just lucky, huh? But anyway, the cool thing is too, I have facial paralysis for my brain tumor, but I had a friend, she's actually my pastor's wife back home where I'm from, who was on Dr. Oz as a guest with Dr. Perlmutter. And Dr. Perlmutter wrote a book called Grain Brain and Brain Maker. It's all about gluten and how it affects the brain and diet in general. But anyway, she ended up with facial paralysis, and no one could tell why until she went to Dr. Perlmutter, and he said, it's gluten, get off gluten. And it went back to normal. It had caused inflammation on her brain. Isn't that crazy? So that was just a reminder to me. It does cause inflammation. Sometimes it shows up on the outside and sometimes it doesn't, but we really want to take care of what's inside at the cellular level. So no gluten and no dairy, because dairy causes inflammation. Now, I know in our private group, we have some farmers, and they have, grass-fed cows, and they're really, really, really careful. So if you choose to have some kind of animal product, I would say just go as clean as possible. But if you could cut it out for 10 days, it's so good to see the difference. Because I've had some people who say, I could never go without my milk. I love my milk. I'm thinking about one person that a lot of us are friends with, and she did it, and y'all, weight came off, her skin improved, everything. So I'm telling you, just try it for 10 days and see what happens. And then we also want to cut out processed food. And I know that's really tough, because if you go to the grocery store and you get just your raw fruits and vegetables, you can do that. I mean, but if you get anything in a box, it is hard sometimes to cut that out. So try to stay as clean and fresh as possible. But if you need to get, frozen, I get a lot of frozen fruit for my smoothies. If you need to get frozen, that's okay. Just look at your labels. Look at your labels, and you want to get as clean as possible, as few ingredients as possible. It's best to get food that doesn't have a label, right? Have y'all heard that before? Food that doesn't have a label is the best. But like there are some things I love eating. Veggie burgers. If you can make your own veggie burgers, we have recipe for that. I like to buy the Dr. Prager's because they have only a few ingredients and they're all plants. We want to eat as many plant foods as we can because plant foods are what heal us. Plant foods are what make us look and feel better, and they're low calorie and high fiber. And that is what's so important for your gut, is the fiber and those nutrients. I know a lot of us are concerned about cancer, diabetes, heart disease, all that. And the plant-based diet has been proven to help you fight those things. And Juice Plus as well. So that's what we want to focus on. And then what we also want to cut out is caffeine. Who has a problem with that? Anybody have a problem? Yes. Thank you, Marina. I'm not alone. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, caffeine can cause inflammation also, and your adrenal glands need a break from the caffeine. We have a wonderful webinar on adrenal fatigue. And when I watched that, I was like, oh my gosh, I may have that. I didn't know it, but they list off if you're, the symptoms you maybe feel it. And a lot of times, if you cut out caffeine, it goes away. So that's our webinar on our free website. If y'all want that, let me know. But that's another thing you want to cut out. And if you can't cut it out 100%, just lessen it. And that's the whole thing about the shred. You may not be perfect the first time or ever, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. And then just the better at it you get. I was taking out the trash one day and I saw all the neighbors' trash cans out and I was like, we barely had any. And I realized it's because over time we're doing less and less processed food, less and less boxed food. So that is really cool. And it's one of those things that happen gradually. A lot of times the first time you do the shred, you mess up a lot. And the next time it's just a little bit, and just gets better every time. And I know Brandy on here, you didn't think you'd ever get rid of cheese because you're like a cheeseaholic. And coffee, you gave them both up.
100%. I don't drink any coffee at all. I drink tea instead in the morning. Yeah. And cheese, now I really can tell if I do have cheese that it is inflammatory. I just feel bloated. So yeah, I still eat cheese a little bit, but the first time I did the shred, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do without cheese for 10 days, but I've been doing it, I don't know, maybe over a year now. Yeah. And it's no big deal. I actually make my own cheese.
Do you do it with cashews?
Yeah, I actually make some with tofu. It's like feta cheese.
That is awesome. Okay, you got to put that in our private group. Another thing we do is cut out alcohol. And I don't know, I know some people love to have that little glass of wine at night, and there are some health benefits to that, but if you can cut it out, you will see a difference, an improvement in your sleep, in your skin. And Dr. Odom told me one time, you can get the same benefits from red grapes, okay? So we want to cut alcohol out for 10 days. And those are basically the only things you really want to cut out. Y'all let me know if I forgot anything. But you want to add more good. You want to add more good. And if you focus on what you can't have, that's going to kind of mess you up. It's a mindset thing. So focus on what you can have. And we have so many free resources. We have a guide for snacks. What I love to keep, and if you put this stuff in your house, you won't be tempted to go out and get bad stuff, right? Just put the good stuff in your house. I love hummus with raw veggies, like the little tomatoes, little carrots, cucumber slices. I love nuts. If you're trying to lose weight, don't eat them out of the bag. I'm just saying. You can eat a whole bag, and that's a lot of calories. So I say a handful, just like in the palm of your hand. Or you can get little snack baggies. and put your nuts in there when you get home. Don't just start eating them out of the bag. That's dangerous. Although they're good for you. You don't want too many of them. And then I love fruit. I love having a fresh bowl of fruit out. Right now I have oranges out, but my husband's addicted to apples. He has to have an apple every day. And I say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? So eat your fruit and nuts. Those grow great together. And then also we have a whole recipe guide for our complete, which is our protein powder. It has 15 superfoods and it has the perfect balance. It's called complete, I believe, because it has the perfect balance of protein and fiber, which is so good for your gut health. And it really helps you to stay full. And it's only 140 calories, which is awesome. But we have lots of recipes to make little protein bites, protein bars, smoothie bowls, all kinds of sweet treats, pudding. And y'all, another thing I love about our smoothies is if you add a little avocado, it makes it thick like a Frosty. Marina, do you know what a Frosty is? You do?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, they're really thick, all right? Thick like a milkshake. So if you like your smoothies thick, add a little avocado and a little frozen fruit, and it is so delicious. So you want to eat as many plant foods as you can. And plant foods can save your life, literally. I feel like it's changed my life, my health history. Another thing we do, and I always say, if you can do this in the morning to start your morning out, is a prayer and meditation. It's so good for your mind. You just feel better and it sets you up for a day of peace and joy and love. It just sets you up. And also exercise. We need to be exercising, guys. And if you don't exercise at all, you just add a little bit. If you are an avid exerciser, maybe push yourself a little further, go a little heavier, go for 10 or 15 minutes longer, do something, because with the shred, you want to get the most results you can, and you're going to be filling up with so many nutrients that you're going to have more energy and you're going to feel better. And when you feel better, you can do more, right? So it really is a good lifestyle, a good way to live every day, day in and day out. And then when you exercise in the morning, you feel revved up and energetic. And by the nighttime, you are tired and you're ready to go to bed. And that's another thing we really want to focus on during the shred, especially. I mean, all of this is good for lifestyle every day, but for the shred, trying to not eat past 6 p.m. because that gives your body a break. When you're eating, your digestive system's working, which causes stress. It's called oxidative stress. And that is what makes us old. All right. So if you want to look younger longer, try to stop eating at 6 and go to bed early. You know, if you stay up late, what happens is you start snacking. Anybody else like that? If I stay up late watching movies, oh, I can stay up another hour. Oh, I'm going to get this bag of popcorn or whatever. Stop. I need to make a little sign and give it to everybody who shreds. It says kitchen is closed. Finish at 6, clean it up, turn out the lights, and put the kitchen is closed sign up. And then get ready for bed. And really, if you do that, you're going to feel so much better. I'm guilty. I don't do it all the time, but you feel so much better. Go ahead and wash your face and brush your teeth and floss your teeth, and that will keep you from snacking. And then read a book and go to bed early. You feel so much better. And it really, I mean, they call her Sleeping Beauty for a reason. All right, get your sleep. We want to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Some people need more. If you've been through any kind of cancer treatments or anything like that, your body needs more sleep than the normal person, okay? So take care of yourself. And then if you're over 50, I know none of y'all are, but if you're over 50, you really need a little extra. You need a little extra self-care. That's why a lot of people take extra Juice Plus when they get to a certain age, or if they've had any kind of health issues. I see the thumbs up, Maria. Maria looks like she's 20. And you should see her working out. She's a boss. But I'm so excited Michelle's on here. Michelle is my friend who lives in Murfreesboro. She's a national marketing director, and she has a wonderful story. We share your story. We have about 10 minutes left, and I would love for people to hear. Oh, you're muted. You're muted. Can you hear me? Is she going to put it in the chat box?
I think she wants you to unmute her.
I tried. It says ask to unmute. Let's see. I'm trying to unmute you. Ask to unmute. Shoot. That's so weird. Ask to unmute. I don't understand that. Why? It's never done that. It says my.
There, am I unmuted?
Yes.
Yay, okay.
Okay.
My camera was gone. I don't know where it is, but I couldn't navigate. So I was like, you do it.
I was trying. I was punching it and it wasn't working.
Weird. No idea. But well, hi. It's so nice to be here with you guys. I love Angel, and I just love the people that she attracts into our community. And Maria, I know her. And anyway, so I am, just so you know, I'm a health coach and a certified weight management specialist. And I love this program so much because I don't know about you, but I know when it comes to looking at a lifestyle program, a diet, whatever you want to call it, it kind of creates in me, and I see it in others, we end up being a hot mess, really. And this is a framework, and a framework holds us together so that we can figure some things out and really know what works. And sometimes we just don't really know how simple, sustainable lifestyle tweaks can make such a difference. And it is remarkable to me, even with everything I know, how powerful 10 days can be. So, and I've just seen it in so many people. So I like to share my daughter's story because I just, I'm a mom. My daughter is 25 now. When she went away as a freshman in college as a collegiate swimmer, she had consumed Juice Plus because she's my daughter and she'd been in my home and she'd had smoothies. And so it was there with her at school. But she will admit she really didn't value it that much yet. She hadn't seen how it really could impact her. Well, what happened is here she is, a collegiate swimmer. Y'all, they work out. They're swimming 6 days a week, sometimes twice a day. They're doing CrossFit at the same time. And after a few months, she and a lot of the girls on the team were putting on weight. You're like, how could this be? How could this be? All this exercise and everything, but they're putting on weight. And what they did, which I think is so wrong, they weighed all the girls, publicly in the locker room. And then they said, you guys need to slim down. Well, a few girls have eating disorders because that is not good behavior, good instruction. You need to lose weight, but no plan to do it, right? And praise God, Aubrey tapped in to, we didn't even call it the shred then. We called it a transformation. And she tapped into these guidelines for real in college as a freshman in her dorm room. So she started making smoothies with a magic bullet in her dorm room. She took her Juice Plus every day. She eliminated dairy and gluten. She did not drink coffee. She did not drink alcohol, all of the things. And not only was she able to perform at that level as an athlete, she did begin to just naturally shed weight. And she, so I just think that is remarkable, okay? And really for me, what it's done is it's provided that framework that I can stay in most of the time, but not all the time. The 10 days are really kind of tightening the screws on that framework for me. And going through as a middle-aged woman and being postmenopausal and having, I could potentially have some things going on that are just kind of natural in that stage of life, but I feel as though I've escaped them. And I really attribute it to not just having Juice Plus to consume and having my smoothie every day, but also having a community of support and having this framework to tap into once a month, even if I don't do it perfectly. Perfection really isn't necessary for progress. So that's just what I wanted to share. I'm so grateful for Angel and for the opportunity to share that with you.
Thank you. That was wonderful. And I do love Aubrey. I've met her. We have events sometimes at Arrington Vineyards, and she's come out with her young friends, and they are so precious. It's so fun to be around young people. And especially when they get it, that this is a healthy lifestyle. They're not dieting and starving themselves. That's not what this is about at all. We want to help you live a long, abundant life, you know, free from as many aches and pains as you can have. Because if you're like me and you get older and you've been working out hard for 30 years, jumping around, bounce, 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 it starts wearing on your knees and your joints and all those things. But this program reduces inflammation. I like to say this is an anti-inflammatory diet. Would you say that?
Yes.
Yeah. And so it is the framework. And you said it's tightening the screws at 10 days. That is so good. And I like to think of it as a dog on a leash. You know, when they have the long leash, they can go crazy. I hate those long leashes. You know what I'm talking about? Where you just push the button and they just go. I like the old school short leash. And I feel like when I'm on the shred, I'm on a little short leash. And then the other 20 days of the month, my leash gets out there. I can do, you know, have a little more flexibility. And I know I'm doing it for me as a gift. Not that I have to do it. No, I don't feel like I'm depriving, but I feel like it's a gift to myself these 10 days. So I wanted just to see if anybody had a question or a comment. Y'all are quiet. Okay, I know it's almost time to end, so I'm going to just end it with this. We want to meet people where they are, and today was specifically about the shred. But if you're not ready to go all in like this, we have something for everybody. 3 options really I like to give. One is to get the free resources. Start with that. We have free resources with recipes that you can try. Webinars, if you just want to listen and learn on really good topics like healthy hormones, you know, like the adrenal fatigue, like the children's health, brain health, all those things. We can send you that. And then option 2 is maybe you want to get started on Juice Plus. Maybe you want to add some of these products in your body just to get those nutrients you might be missing. And we have the fruit and vegetable blend. Some people start with this, and you can sponsor a child to get complimentary Juice Plus, which is such a gift. Both of my kids did it. Who in here has kids who have been on, or grandkids? Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. So you order this, and it doesn't have to be your child. It could be a significant child, a niece or nephew or neighbor. And then also you get a bag of complete. This is a single serve pack, but you will get a large bag of complete complimentary from our company. And it's got 15 servings. So it's got like 15 of these in the big bag. And you can choose chocolate or vanilla. So you can do that. Or you can add the berry blend, which a lot of people swear by. I love it. I take this every day. It's got the raspberry, bilberry, blueberry. Whoops. Sorry, it's my daughter. Send her a little text. Raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, Concord grape, black currant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke, cocoa. So all of these, or you can do the whole shebang, which is what I take every day. Who in here takes all of these? The quad, yeah. Every day, because the more you get in you, the more synergy it creates, right? You can probably explain that so much better than me, Michelle. But the synergy is really where the magic happens. But anywhere you want to start is where we want to help you. And then option 3 is to join our mission. We have fun together. We do events like this and just educate and inspire. And some people want to help their families, and so you get it at a better price if it's going to be, you know, you and a few family members or friends, and then you can make this a full-time career. So I love this. I used to teach school. I used to then I became a stay-at-home mom, and then I went back into the workforce and started working as a health coach for the state of Tennessee and Georgia. And y'all, now I feel like I'm using those skills and I'm helping more people, and it's more personable, and it's people I choose to be with. I don't have a boss being mean to me, or I don't have numbers to crunch. It's awesome. So if you're looking for something like that, we would love to share with you, and we have options. So yeah, any other questions, guys? All right. Thank you for sharing, Michelle. And thank you, Brandy, too, for sharing part of your amazing transformation. And I'm so proud of everybody. Can I get a picture? Yay. I see the happy clapping hands. Let me get a picture. Erna, are you going to pop on? I wish Bonnie would pop on, but I'm not going to make it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yay. I'm going to put that in my stories on Instagram and Facebook. And thank y'all for coming. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to stay and hang out with Marina a little bit. So y'all have a blessed day. And I'm going to stop the recording.